Alrighty. Whew. Well, we are on the last legs of this. This is the third part, and probably the final part of this painting. Okay. All right. We're gonna have a little bit of a lag on this recording, but I hope everything still goes by pretty smoothly. All right. At least I'm hoping. We'll see what happens. The only thing I've changed was the brightness, so you guys can see more detail and everything that's going on. All right. Okay. Let's see what else. I think that's really about it. And so I'm going to continue on. Let me hit this one more time. I don't see anybody on yet. I'm pretty sure they might scroll and see that I'm on and awake. All right. So we've done all the details of the rocks, the sand, the mesas, the clouds, sunlight. We did our horizon line. We got the details of the dirt and all that good stuff in there. What else did we do? Yeah. So we just got a few bits of little goodies left, and that's it. So this one won't take very long, I don't believe. This section. I know it did take a while for this. Okay. I lightened up the video, thank goodness, so you guys can be able to see most of the detail and all the happenings going on with it. All right. Okay. I might need to pop on this light. Ooh, that's really bright. I might have to turn that down a wee bit. So let's turn that down, and let's see if we can. Yeah, we'll keep it at that. All right, you guys should be able to see that and see it fine. I can see it. All right, definitely much lighter than what is represented here, but at least you guys can see the detail and all that's happening with it. Okay. All right. I do have the palette up here. It's a complete mess. I did add a few colors in there. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh boy. I see that my internet's acting out. Acting a little funky. So I hope we won't be going through this a lot. But I do see it starting to get a little shifty. If it gets too bad, I'll adjust it accordingly. But I didn't do anything with OBS. So we'll see how well this goes. Okay, what I'm going to do here with the palette is I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It's got a little bit of a mess going on there. And since this is the last part, I don't need a whole bunch of drama with the color. So we'll clean some of this out. As long as I don't tear up stuff here, which I am known to do. It's just a little rubbing alcohol. Okay. It does loosen up this paint and, you know, clean it up a bit. Give me a pretty decent working area here. Get rid of some of that yellow too. Like I say, I'll just clean it up a bit. No big deal. A little time has elapsed. I had to take the dog out. Excuse me. I had to feed her and, you know, rejuvenate my coffee and all that goodness. All right. So I'm contemplating, I'm looking, studying the painting. Make sure I got what I need to get in there. And it seems like I did. basically what I have left to do is more of the sun rays and the skull, and put some some bushes in there, here and there. So yeah, coffee break. Didn't even do anything in this coffee break. I know it's sad. I'm gonna hit the live chat one more time. Let's do this like that. All right. Okie dokie then. We'll get started here. Ugh. Oh, we're already charged up and ready to go. That's cool. Oh, let's see what we got here. Can't find them here. That's not the one. Okay. So let's put some interesting light rays in there. Let's take Mr. Palette and we'll bring them downward. All right. We're going to take our handy dandy tape. We're going to rub our tape across my little towel here. And we're going to get some nice rays, probably coming from, we have some glance from the top here, just like that. Oh yeah, probably from right here. This looks like a nice spot. If any, we're gonna do it right from here. Get some nice little rays. And the rays will be coming here, right from this area, going out that way. All right, we're gonna take about a 1 inch flat brush. We're gonna dip a little touch of white in here. A little bit of yellow. Rub it out a little bit. Really thin on the brush. Look that right out. We're gonna come from this area, very lightly. Go out that way. Just like that. Just like you see it. Be careful doing this. Okay. So we've got a little bit of love coming this way. Not too much in the colored area, but usually from here going outward. All right. So we got a nice little blast of light rays coming there. All right. Peel off the tape. Looking just like that. All right. Let's start one from here. And we'll kind of get it going this way. Let's get very light. We'll come right from it, this edge here, and go this way. this way, brush it, get some more. Just a lot of scumbling, dry brushing. Like that. From its top, from the bottom. I can clean that little side up there. Get rid of that. Wipe that away. Get rid of that yellow. Get rid of all that. We don't need none of that drama. Wipe it right away. Okay, you just peel it off. Right there in its proper perspective. All right. We got a bit coming from here. Let's try the bottom here. And we're gonna go right about here. Okay. A little touch of yellow, a little touch of white. Very light, very light, very light. We're gonna come this way. Just like that. Just like so. All right. Some very interesting glowing things happening here. Do a little bit of love right in here. Like that. Come back. They all don't have to be this the same intensity. That won't be necessary. Very light, very light. Come this way. Come downward. Put a little touch of white and yellow together. Some of it's a little more intense than others. Nice. Gonna get a little bit of love. Oh, got a little bit of get a little bit of love. We got some little bit of a touch of some other stuff going on there. We can get rid of that. Probably get rid of this a little bit later, but we'll just kind of make some of that disappear right now. Just a little touch of white to get rid of some of that. this way a little bit. No big deal. Have it flow out there a little. Got a definite bright spot there. Okay. Let's let that dry a second. Let's take it. Just gotta be careful with it. We got one there. We've got one. Now let's have him come partial, maybe about there. And we'll get a little bit of white, brush that in there. We'll make some of these a little brighter than others. And it's coming from right up in here. Turn my brush around. Get some more. It's just a little fine little touch of white we add in here. So we'll get some of these rays a little bit brighter than the others. And I am using pretty much white to correspond, show a little difference in its flow here with the other rays. Once again, you don't want to lose too much intensity from the yellow rays, so you put it in lightly. See where it's going there. All right. Just like so. So we've got all sorts of light rays and all these situations happening with it. Not too bad. Not too bad. So now we've got all sorts of wondrous things going on with this fella. Right about here. Make sure you get your perspective and your angle right to where you want this stuff to be. All right. Oh, yeah, we'll kind of put it right around there. A little touch of yellow, a little touch of white. Put it on there pretty thinly. Very thin. When you wipe across, very thin. You don't want it to compete too much with the other rays. It doesn't have to go all the way to the end. We've got all sorts of stuff happening there with it. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay. So still looking at things. I'm still checking things out. We're going to put a little bit of that love down here on some of these rocks. They don't, once again, they don't have to automatically go straight to. There we go. That's a little bit down there. Fade some of that. All right. Just, you know, a little bit here and there. Pretty cool. Like I said, we'll add a few of these in there. I'll pick and choose my poison a bit here. Pick and choose, pick and choose. Just like that. Pick and choose, pick and choose. I don't have to use two pieces of tape as long as one's got the perspective area in it. Of course, you guys don't see it because I blocked it with the picture, but it's in there. It is in there. I could do one more. Let's slide this over here. You guys can see what I'm doing. All right, you see that little bit right there. Let's put another one. We'll put it on top. Right around in this area here. Get some more color, if I have any more left. Like I say, we're winding down here. So about right here. Well, a nice little streak going there. Turn the brush over. Get it a little touch brighter. This is all up to you. Just like so. Okay, we'll peel that back. That. All right, we got all sorts of blasts of rays and everything. I don't think I'm gonna put any more in there. I think we got more than enough. We know where the direction is. All right. Okay, so we can get rid of the tape. All right. We will unmask the skull. We most certainly will. Let's take an X-Acto knife. And we'll peel apart the cow skull here. Alrighty, alrighty. There we go. Okay, we got our little skull. And we're gonna work our little magic with our cow skull, our poor dead beastie. After I get another cup of coffee. I don't think my notification went out for this one. At least I don't believe it did. All right. We got our red, our white. Let's pop the light on here. We have our red, white, blue, brown, and yellow. We are going to cover our skull with a light gray. All right. But first of all, we're going to get a smaller brush. We're going to do a little more detailed shading for the skull. All right. Okay. So, a little touch of water. We'll bring it right in here. We'll go with a little touch of brown right here in that little water area. Get a little bit of that dark blue in there. Brown and dark blue. Add some white. All right, I like where that's going. We'll add a little more brown. We'll get that kind of gray going with it. We'll start with a deep gray like this. And then we'll add our white to it. Okay. A touch of white. All right. Get it like that. That's a nice gray for it. Okay. So let's play around with our darker tone first. We're going to come in here, in this little corner. Right in here. We're going to play around with our dark tones. Like so. Clean off my brush. I'm going to use that wet paint. And we're going to fade that right out. Like so. Fade it out there. And we got another one of those. Let's darken that back up like that. We got another one right in here. Like that. We're going to clean off our brush real fast. And we're going to come back over this. Smooth that out. Like that. Let's smooth that out. Bring it out there. Take a little bit of our dark tone. We're going to come in where the skull eye is, the inner socket in there. Darken that socket right in. A little darker than that. And we're going to get our lighter tone. We're going to come in here and bring that out. Just like so. Okay. Put it right out there. Just like that. And I'm checking it out. I'm looking at it. We're going to come here where the little teethies are. Up around this area. Pop them in there. And once again, I'm just fleshing out this stuff. touch of white. Put it up in here like that. All right. Just like so. We're gonna come up around in here. We'll shade some of this. We're gonna come up top here. We're gonna do a little bit of love in here. Round it off. All right. Going into our dark tone. Come in here. Where we're just gonna darken up where that horn is. The bone color there. Like that. I'll grab some more dark. We'll pronounce this a little bit more. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna come in here with that dark tone. Put it in there a little bit more. Okay. Let's darken this up a little bit. Bring that out. I'll probably be doing more of that. Keep that little spot in there like that. Go with a little lighter tone. Right in here. Pop that in there. Fade that a little bit. I'll just wipe out a little bit of that paint. Alright. Go with a little bit of water. We're going to come over here and we're going to lightly get some of those light gray tones going. All up under here. Be careful around in here because it gets dark. So we have to bring out the light bleached part of the bone right in here. So coming around up in here, it curves around all in here. Like that. Fade that out. Smooth that out. We need to go back into our darker tone now. Touch a little more brown and blue. Okay. A little more. Deeper color. Deeper gray color. And we're gonna play around in here. And this is underneath on the other side of it. We're gonna lighten this up a bit, but we're gonna do it in shades. We're gonna fade that color out. It won't be a solid line. A lot of shading and fading going on. A lot of blending. Okay, especially when it's kind of wet, you can get away with it. All right, take the little tip of the brush, take some of that loose color, marry it in there. Okay, come in here. We're gonna darken this a little bit. You build up all of this generally. I'm gonna get a little water, thin out the paint, makes it a little more transparent. we're going to work with this too in a final shading and highlights. I'm going to go a little light in here. We're going to borrow some of this loose paint. If I got any, borrow some over here or bring it in here. See, we're just like kind of wet. I'm going to borrow a little bit from here, put it in here. Now, water will expand when it dries, so don't worry too much about the brush strokes. They'll kind of fill out. All right. Okay, as I'm looking at it, checking things out here, let's go with our white. We'll start adding in our little. Oh, before I get into that, I have to darken in. Excuse me. A little bit of red. We gotta go super dark inside the cavity of the skull. And it starts in here, and it comes out real thin out here, like so, and it curves. This will substitute for black. It is not really black. All right. And we're going to come in and we're going to deepen that skull right up in here. Like so. Okay. We're going to get some really deep shadows in there like that. Hey, Larry. Yeah, I I did. I just straightened up the brightness levels, and I kind of had a feeling you wouldn't have no notifications. I don't know why. Nobody got any notifications as of yet. I couldn't tell you, but I kind of had a feeling that people were probably waiting. I don't know how long I've been on. Maybe, let me see, it's going on 4 now, so I've probably been on 30 minutes. At least that long. Probably 30 minutes. So, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely brighter. You can definitely see it. Yeah, we're on our final leg up here. I added more, obviously, I added more rays. Okay, you don't need too many more than what you see there. Okay, so, where am I at here? Okay, let's get this going. So I'm filling in what would majorly be the dark area of the skull here. So I'll do a few dry brush things here. Just a few bits. Of course, it's darker over here on this side. Obviously, it's darker over here, but we can glaze a few things here. Okay. 42 minutes? Thank you. I know I've been on for a little bit, but like I say, we don't have too much more to go with this. Okay, we're going to take our white. And only the high parts you're gonna see bleach white. And that's what we're gonna concentrate on. It is a bleach skull. A lot of fading. Key is when you're doing bring bright white, you want to cover the majority of your subject with that white, but not all of it. Only one where obviously the light itself will hit this thing. Then you start going into subtle grays and such. But the bright white will be obviously the brightest thing. The sunlight is going to hit there. You work it that way. All the rest is just subtle shades of gray. Okay. Very subtle. This is wet on dry. I mean, there's no glisten or anything with it. And you're not going to get too much brightness on the shadow side there, where we're gonna smooth all that out where it needs to be. We're gonna come around here where it needs to be definitely bright white. Little cow teefies. Okay, gotta put those in there. Oh yeah, it's definitely public. I've never taken it off public. No. It's always set to public. Like I said, they just didn't get the notifications. So, but yeah, it's set to public. Yeah, I never do anything with those unless I intentionally need to really straighten up on something. Then I'll switch it to private or whatever and check it out, and look at it. But no, I usually don't touch those settings at all. They usually stay right there. Now, Goswina is a 6 hour difference, so it's 4 o'clock now. It's 10 o'clock where she is. There's a lady in England that sometimes she lurks, and it's 5 hours there. Chrissy Canvas, I think it's 5 hours there also. So it's already 9 o'clock for them. So it's already evening time. All right. That beep you heard was the woman from England. So she's still up and around. I told her I was live, but I also know it's late where she is. So I really don't expect her to. I mean, she may pop in, but she's kind of shy. I don't know why, but you know. Who knows with her? But she'll pop on and lurk. Yeah, she's a lurk queen. And I usually, when it comes to details and such, I use a round brush. The horns. Now the horns on this particular bull are brown with black rounded stripes. I think that's why I picked it. Typical to see a bull skull, yes. But, you know, with the decorated horns like that, it's right in the bone, so I will believe that it wasn't too long, maybe dead chronological rise, but the keratin didn't wear off. So it's got those distinctive marks in it. Okay, a little more brown, a little more white. A little touch of water, just a little bit. That's what I like about thicker, thicker paint, because I can add water, but it doesn't turn very transparent immediately. You know, you're still not destroying the binder. Okay. And I just get some more, roll it around on my brush. I can feel it getting tacky, which is cool, because that means it's still pretty thick. So that's the super thick. My big thing is really the edges. As long as I get them edges real close. All right, everything else in the center. Yes, that's pie. And be careful where you place your hands, especially if you know you recently painted somewhere. I try not to leave any little white marks, unintentional white marks. If they're not supposed to be there, I try not to put them in there. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, yeah. There are some people listening, lurking, looking. Okay, let's take a little touch of water. We'll add a touch of blue to this. There's deep blue in there. Mixing it with that brown. A little more brown. There we go. Now while the paint is still wet, we're going to destroy that edge. Just blend it out. Just blend it out. Soften that edge, blend it out. Blend it right out. I'm not worried about what I wiped away paint-wise, because that can be returned. Just like that. Let it dry. Let it dry. Opposite here. We're going to the left side. like so. I'm still looking, still checking it out. I think I want to put more little teepees on the other side. I think we're good here. Okay. Still looking at stuff. Now some of this paint is dried, so I can capitalize on that with more pure white. Now I don't have my backlights on because the lighting setting is so different now. And plus, it doesn't. I don't have my light. The the camera with my face on it. I don't need that. There we go. So I can brighten up what I need to brighten up with pure white. I'm gonna scumble some white here because I'm going to come back with glaze on the far side. So I want some bleached bone here. Okay. Where the bone kind of protrudes a little bit in there. All right. Oh, we're close, bro. Real close. Real close. Okay, let's go into some water. Well, ouch. Let's ease up on that for a second. So I can just sit and talk with you oh, no. Let's get some, I know what I'll do. Actually, let's see how wet this is. No, we have to wait. We have to wait. I can pin in the details for his horn. Okay, but I have to wait a second. So what we can do quickly, let's use the round brush. We'll get some glaze going here. I'll use this previous dark stuff. We'll add a little red in there. And let's get some blue. There. That's cool. We use this. All right. We're gonna come up underneath. Get some shadow happening there. Get it close to that skull there. Roll up some more. Now, as long as it's still wet, I can use my finger to do the blending. Roll it up. That's right. Get that horn in there. Get that horn in there. Now, you might not see it because it's bright. Okay. She's in there still. Trust me. It's in there. Okay. Okay. All right. Why am I not surprised that you might have one in the house already? Why? I'm just throwing it out there. A lot of what you see me doing right now is perfectly fine. Ooh, careful, bro. Because one, your painting is not going to be seen from 4 inches away. It's going to be seen from 6 inches or so away. So yes, that light hitting that skull. You see how it brings out the dimension? Okay, very simple things to do. All right, and because I'm not using really true white on most of this, white on white, it'll show. It definitely will show a little more. Put a little bit of love back here too, just like that. All right. Okay, I'm checking out some things here. You know what? Just because, he does have an eye socket, so some of that glow can come over here and say hello, just like that. Just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit, like that. Bring that out a little bit more. Because once the air hits it, it dulls out a little bit. So I'm just going over what I've previously done. So make it pop out, make it stick out there. All right, as I'm looking, okay, I think we might be a little more drier, so I can play around with, just clean this brush. I don't want to ruin this brush. This is my filbert. I just looked over there and seen that I had paint on it, so let's rinse that off real fast, all right? All right. Let's take our round brush. Let's get some water. Let's go into our shadow color here. This should be enough. And we're gonna glaze some darkness where it should be. Opposite side of the cow. Like that. See? Shadow. And what I'm doing is bring out subtle shadows to where they need to be. Even on his teeth. At least the back edge of the teeth. Anyway. Just the back edge. Not around here, not here. Just the back edge. And we'll throw some shadow here. Okay. All right. We're getting there, Larry. We're getting there. 98%, bro. Do I have a photo reference for the skull? Yeah, actually. I don't know if I can find it. But yeah, I do have one for it. And it's pretty much just like this. Okay. Got that big divot in there. Little teeth. And the horns, once again, are brown with black circular deals going in there. But yep, I did have a photo reference for the skull. I usually don't keep them because, you know, how many times am I going to paint a skull? But I do have it. It's somewhere in the tablet. But yeah, I do have a reference. Certain things I do use reference for. Usually, whatever animal I'm doing, I'm definitely going to have a reference for it because I don't paint them enough. Yeah. Even lions and tigers, as often as I see them and know what they look like, I still use a photo reference. The only thing I really don't use photo reference for, animal-wise, is like killer whales. I know what they look like. The humpback whale, I definitely use the photo reference for. And yes, I'm adding in the darkened circular lines that were on this horn because it looks very unusual to me. Very unusual. I know it's just weird when it's just me and oh no, I know what the skull looked like. When I drew it, alright. When I drew the skull, I looked at the photo reference. But the detail as such, like these rings on the bull and the brown, yeah, yeah, I noticed that. But yeah, I know what it looks like and I draw it from the reference. And certain details like the rings and the brown horns, that I remember. Well, that's no, you know, I remember that. Because once again, it's very unusual. I've never seen it on a bleached skull, bull, cow skull. So it sticks out in my mind. Like I said, which is why I chose that bull or that photo. Because, you know, you've seen people paint desert scenes with a bull skull, whatever. It's kind of one of those iconic Western desert scenes. But to see one with the rings, the horn rings on it, very unusual. You don't see too much of that. So, and just because I'm nearing the end of this, I'm still not going to rush it. Nope, 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 and no, nope. But they're in there, as you can see. I don't think I can focus it any better than what you're looking at. Oh, there you go. You can see the rings. All right. I like that. I think it looks pretty freaking neat. I think I want to darken up my shadow in here just a little bit more. Okay. As I look at it, and I look up at the 45-inch TV up there, a monitor, I can check out and see what needs a little more contrast, especially when you're nearing completion. I'm pretty close here because all I got is long grasses and maybe a few little, I don't know, flowers, whatever, who knows. But I know I can put a little more shade on my baby here. Okay. And just darken it up just slightly. Just slightly. You'll still see your details. You'll still see all that. But let's give it a little more contrast here. Don't be scared to add contrast. Especially if it's the shadow part supposed to be in the shadow. Okay. You still see your stuff. We gotta add that contrast in there. Gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. All right. Yeah. And the darker you have it, all right, that comes out much more bam, even with the highlights. Okay, so real subtle stuff like that. In here, we'll bless this too, a little darker. Okay. And I can dial it back a bit, which is what I'm doing. I'm just dialing it back a little. All right. He's still separation, but it's just a little deeper. Okay. Thank you, Larry. Okay. As I am looking and looking. All right, let's go with the script liner. Let's put this up here for a minute. Let's go into a little yellow. We'll put it right here, a little touch of blue. All right. Oh, a little bit of white in there too. That's like that. Get some water, thin all this stuff out. Thin it out. Thin it out really good. All right. This should be good. This should be good. I don't want them super bright. Some tall ones there. Sneak some of it into the sunlight there. Got some taller ones in there. Pop them in the sunlight. All these cute little details will make or break your painting. So I'm adding them into where it's already green at. All right, just to make it look like they're a little taller and the light is hitting them. You can play around with a few of them here too. Like that. Come over here, pop in a few, going the other way there. Okay. Coming into the sunbeam there. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm teasing, looking. I think I'm gonna tease a few, just a slight few. Give me a little tiny brush. Give me a little water right here. That's right in here. And right around here. Not bright enough. Add a little white to it. Just a few, just a couple. There we go. Pop in some few little deals of red in there. Just a few of them. Okay, just a few. They still might not be bright enough. You'd be surprised how much white you would need to make them visible to a slight touch of water. Because I don't want to add too many of them. I got a glob of paint on my brush I don't want in there. Let's get that out of there. Let's go back in here. And it's just a few. I do need them bright enough to be seen. Well, again, it's those little details. And it's more paint than water, so it's gonna dry quickly. It shows up obviously better in the darker areas. I'm pretty happy with this. We're good. We're good. You also have to know when to call it quits, when to stop. My subjects are written there. The story I wanted to tell with it is already there. All right. So you got to know when to say enough is enough. It's going on your wall. Well, so what do you think so far? What do you think, Larry? I'll sign my initials like I actually have some sense. There you go. Which is why I sign my name up as a symbol. Okay. It's not really intrusive, it's down there. All right. Let's make this disappear. In these series of paintings, they're all going to pretty much be like this. They're going to be multi-part paintings because they're a little more detailed. Take my time, talk to people, explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing, how I'm doing it. There it goes. Like I said, I killed a few birds with one stone with this one. We got the skull, we got the desert. I was going to put cracks in the desert, but I don't think it needs it. I won't add it. The sun rays, so we got everything directing toward where the sun is. Okay. Everything's directional. We got our shadows, we got our rocks, we got everything's there that's supposed to be there. All right. Our mountain lighting, everything. You can see everything. You don't have to question it. You know what's there. All right. multiple sun rays, different hue of sun rays. Okay. Um, yeah. So let's pan back for a second, like that. Okay. Like I said, I do have frames for 16 by 20. Yes, I do. Oh, well, this one still got the glass on it. Of course it does. Anyway, hopefully the light doesn't interfere too much. But anyway, it would pretty much look. The light got me out of the angle there. All right. Anyway, it would look that light, the ring light. Sorry about the ring light. The ring light's on the corner, but it would look like pretty much like that. I'm trying to get the ring light out of there. There. In a frame, it would look something like that. I know that ring light kind of messes up the groove a bit, but that's all white. Obviously, white frame, white wooden frame. All right. This next frame I had for a minute, so it's been beaten down, repainted, stapled together. This freaking thing. Yeah, it's been beaten up. It's been beaten up. Okay, something like so. So more or less, I know we're at an angle, but anyway, with a black frame, it will look like that. All right. This might be 11. No, I think it's 11. Yeah, it's 11 by, or 16 by 20 frame, or 11 by 7. I forget which. But anyway, with a black frame, it will look like that. Okay, so obviously you would get a better looking frame, but anyway, it will look pretty much like that in a frame, even for painting this size. Looks pretty neat. All right. Let's put her back over there and let's get another sip of coffee. Hey, Rosemary, how you doing? 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 Okay. Okay, we'll zoom in a little bit. We'll bring the focus back. There. All right. So I have to place this somewhere. I'm gonna take a picture with my really good camera. Take a nice photo of it, and I'll let it sit and cure for a bit, and then I'll varnish it, and I'll contact you. Yeah, the dark frame seems to hold everything in. Yeah, I like the dark frame. My, myself. Only thing that's missing is a buzzard. Well, if I put the buzzard in there, it would have to be silhouetted. The buzzard would be sitting like right over there or somewhere or whatnot. I should put one in there just for shits and giggles. Oh man, too funny. That'd be too funny. That big bastard would be sitting right here like this. It would. It would sit there just like that, watching over shit. Oh my god. Oh, that's a horrible picture. Oh, that's horrible. That was scary. Oh my god, Larry and his buzzard. Even though he's silhouetted, I'm not going to take the half-baked approach with this guy. Even in silhouette, you got to know what the heck it is. All right. Tufts on his neck there. I'll exaggerate the tufts on his neck. Once again, you'll see this guy from far away. More of a head. Okay. And you definitely know he's there. Oh yeah, yeah. But like I say, I'm gonna take a good picture of it with the other camera I got. So yeah, the color's crazy on this. I can tell you that all the colors are related to each other. Okay, your purples and your blues are related. Your browns are related to the purple and blue. And a type of brown is related to the purple and the red. Obviously, yellow, orange, and red are related. Everything in this painting is related to each other. So you have a certain sense of togetherness in this. There's nothing out the way, okay, at all. Even your shadow color. Everything in this painting is a mixture of the other in this painting. Okay, so people are going to think separate colors. No, everything's kind of mixed together. The yellows mixed with the white. Obviously, the yellow and the red is mixed for the orange because I did not use orange. Okay, the yellow ochre mixed is related to the browns. The purples are related to the browns. Everything is related to each other in this painting, which is why it fits so well in this. Okay, so everything comes together, and the perspective rays help with your aerial perspective. The different colors of the mountains help with your aerial perspective and your linear perspective. We even created another mountain, and I didn't mean to be because it's just supposed to be 3. I made 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We got what, 5 cactus? 5 or 6? I think we got 5 of them in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 6. We got 6 cactus in there. We got numerous rocks all over the place. I don't need it overly packed with stuff because we got activity going on in the ground. We got the cactus spaced apart. We got our rocks even closer together than the cactus. We have all sorts of stuff in there positioned a certain way. So this whole painting, everything about this painting is leading here. Everything. The mountains are leading there. The cactus is leading there. The rocks are leading there. The freaking skull is pointed in that direction. Okay, with the horns. Everything goes here. All right. We're cool with our lighting. Like I say, your lighting doesn't have to be pitch black to be dark. All right. It just has to be light shade. All right. And we've got different versions of dark going on. Okay. There's no black in this painting except for the baby rocks and the bird. That's it. The rocks, 3 cactus. Yeah. No. Yeah, the three cactus, the rocks, and the bird is the only thing that's black in this painting. All right, that's it. Everything else is manufactured colors. What model camera is this? It is a Canon EOS Rebel T3. Canon Rebel T3. And it does have the black lantern in it. I couldn't find one with the T6. I did find one, but I couldn't. Firmware I couldn't put in right. So, but I do. I have a T3, which is what we got here. I have a T6, which is over there. It's a webcam that I rarely use because I don't do vlogs, but it's there. Then I have my other two Canons. One, they're two camcorders. I have two Canon camcorders, same make model. Okay, one you would see looking at me, and then the other one I got it above my keyboard. And I have a Panasonic camcorder, which used to be the camcorder on the side that would look at my face, but it's now sitting there retired. Yeah, I do have Magic Lantern. It's on the 3, on the T3. Well, thank you, Rosemary. I don't know where you would put the shadow. Oh, no. Oh. Well, thank you. That's right. Eye for detail. Yep. I got you. I got you. I can't use black either. You know why? Because the shadow is not black. But I got you. I see. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about. Right here. I see it. I see you. Okay. I got you, Larry. I got you, buddy. Okay. I got you. Eye for detail, that Larry. I see it, Larry. Thank you. Okay, there go Larry's buzzard shadow. And that Larry, that son of a bitch. Yes, it will be. It will be here, Larry, right there. Yep, it will be here. I know it's on the second one. Oh, it is on the second one. There's a second one right there. Well, I can redo that. Okay, actually, that's a good teaching moment. Right here. Well, it's right here on the sun rays, but it's a good teaching moment, Larry. Okay, I put Larry's buzzard now. I put Larry's buzzard here instead of on the outside. It's on the outside one. Okay, so, but that can be corrected. Watch what I do here. Right here. So Larry's buzzard is right here instead. All right. So this is one of the hashtag don't panic moments. Okay. Right here. This is his buzzard right there. You still got to keep it in perspective with the horizon line. All right. So he's right here. All right. Okay. His neck would come up here, like so. He got his head and that beak. So he's there. All right. Now, let's take our we'll make some quick dirt here. I'm glad that spotted that. some brown up. So now I have to correct this. Okay, and we're going to like that. Right in there. Still keep them in perspective. Gotta still keep them in perspective. We'll let that dry. It only takes a few minutes to let it dry. Tail is here. Okay. We have to let it dry because we got the rays going through them there. Okay, so you can't exactly keep him this dark. You got a little bit of rays going through here, but we're going to darken him up. Like so. So we're good. We're still good. We're still cooking here. Okay. Sometimes you run into this. When you make a grievous error. Somewhat grievous. Kind of, sort of. Once again, let it lighten up. Let it darken, rather. Just let it, don't worry about it. Let it darken up. Somebody from France followed me on Instagram. No, you're not a bad influence. No, you're not a bad influence. You know, eventually I would have found that. But obviously it would have been too late because I probably would have mailed the damn thing off. Still gotta dry, still a little tacky. Gotta dry it a little bit. Okay. So I put Mr. Vulture in there. Let me see here. As I'm looking at it here. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Not like StreamYard, like I invite you on the panel or something like that. Even though I can't put this on StreamYard or something like that, but man, we're good. Still gotta let it dry. It's going on 5 o'clock, so it's starting to get a little bit of duskiness outside. You guys can't tell, but I can tell. in here in the room. Now the camera's pretty bright, so you guys really can't tell. Okay. But yeah, I would have to pop the light on. All right. Let's get our brush back. Let's go into another. What is it here? Just be careful. Well, I know where it is, so it's just a very light, very lightly. Okay, I know where it is. We can bring that back. Just like that. You see that? See how we can just make everything match right back up again? Okay, this goes under the hashtag don't panic category. Okay, so we're good. We are good. See that? Thank you, Marilyn. Now she's done. Let me just put that back over there. All right. Alrighty, Larry. I'll just need your address. You still probably got the PayPal info. I believe I sent you some stuff before. I'll message you the price for this guy. Like I say, I'll find a spot somewhere and I'll take a pretty decent picture of it. Obviously, I'll use this for the thumbnail. It will be posted on Instagram and Facebook. Gotta make a thumbnail of it. And yeah, that's it. Well, thank you, Marilyn. Well, Marilyn, this is like video number 3. I've been doing this pretty much all afternoon. So, yeah. My hair is looking crazy. I gotta get it cut. As you can see, it's starting to grow out again. So, oh, my. Well, guys, I appreciate you. And I'll shut this down. Thank you very much. I'm happy with it. I believe Larry's happy with it. We did our corrections. You barely, if any bit of the grid, you barely see it. Like I say, there's stuff in here you wouldn't notice the grid anyway. So, well, we'll see what the public thinks about it when I post it up. But as long as the new owner's happy with it, hey, all is good in the hood. So, oh, okay, cool. I'll go check it out. Yeah, that's what I got to do. I don't post it to many groups, so but I do post it in Mike's. So, Mike will more likely see this. He's probably at work now. It's 5 o'clock. He's at work. He got a few hours yet before he's off work. He's 3 hours back of us, so back of me. He's 3 hours behind me. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I will look at the board. Actually, I gotta mark this off. I gotta post the link on. I gotta post both links on Facebook so people can come and check it out. Okay. It is what they want, so I'll post both links in one. I'll do both links in one post, and I'll look at the board and see what to do next. So, until next time, guys, I shall see you. Notifications for Mike's stuff, I usually do. For anybody posting on Mike's, Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I believe I get most of his stuff. Um, when Mike comes on live, I do get his notifications. Um, and usually he's on so late at night, I'm usually home. So, I get to see. Every once in a while, I may have to drive somewhere, even at that time of night. Um, Very few and far between now, but yeah, I usually get him. So, no, not that. It's usually also that in the groups that I post or people post on my page, I get a lot of notifications, a lot. So some of them I'll look at, some of them I'll. It also depends on what if I'm looking at it with the tablet, the iPhone, or the computer. You know, some of these gadgets have more you can do with them than others. So, you know, on the computer I can click mark as read, and sometimes I really should read them, but usually I'm pretty busy. Like if I'm getting prepared to do a live stream or whatever, I don't got time to look at all those notifications. But yeah, so it all depends. All depends on what I'm doing at that time. All right, soon enough, Larry, you'll get to see this in person, and all that good stuff. Guys, I'll see you when I see you. Oh wow, he's not on tonight either. I believe he said he's not going to be on tonight. So, I don't know who would be on Friday night. I don't know if Sonya's having her hangout or not. So, and Bruce was on for seemed like 32 seconds. So that was way early today. So I don't know who else is on. Let me see. I think you, and then Moose, and then Doris. So there's like we got some back to backers on Saturday. So yeah. All right, guys. I shall see you. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh, you're not sure? Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.